And welcome back to my YouTube, finally, which I have had very long. Thought it was going to be a brief break, but it turned out to be a rather long time. I then got incredibly caught up in uni, exams, assignments, secret projects, and all of this kind of good stuff, and I genuinely just didn't have time to pick up the camera without kind of overworking myself. So yeah, not that I need to justify why there hasn't been a video, but just in case anyone was wondering where I've been. But since the last time I did produce a video for you guys, I have actually started prep. I am like 28 weeks out, and yes, you're probably thinking, wow, that's a really long time, that's a really long time to be on prep. However, in that time frame, I've got a few kind of social events that I'd like to be able to go to, and just having that bit more time on prep allows us to take some diet breaks and not have to be pushing full steam ahead for 17-18 weeks, just giving us that little bit more time. Obviously things aren't particularly challenging within the first kind of 10 to 14 or so weeks, with it being such a long prep. So it's not like I'm already doing a shit ton of cardio, anything like that. Like, nothing has really changed. A few things have just come out of my meal plan, and probably nothing will change for a few weeks, and we'll just allow my body to respond to that. But what I thought I'd do today was take you through a bit of a crazy day. I've got lots of bits and pieces on. I was in university all day yesterday. I'm in again tomorrow. So I just thought I'd take you guys along. Yeah, I haven't really thought through this at all, but I just thought it's better to show you guys what actually goes on rather than just completely leave you in the dark. So I literally just got back from cardio. It is 7:45, so I'm a little bit late on everything because I'm training early this morning. So I'm going to jump in the shower and then make my pre-workout, which now does look just a little bit different. It pretty much looks the same, but I will show you guys anyway. And then 400 ml of water, boiling water on top of that. Whisk that up and then stick it in the microwave for about a minute, and then we're good to go. So that is my pre-workout. It basically looks the same as it did before. The only difference is I am missing 10 grams of honey. So that is the only change to my pre-workout. So that is still 100 grams of cream of rice, 40 grams of whey, and 100 grams of berries. So my intra-workout hasn't actually changed. I'm still going with, Still going with 20 grams of Carb Max, 15 grams of Essential Max. In the strawberry kiwi, I won't lie, this is not quite as good as the cranberry or the berry, but I needed to try them all. I've kind of come off Stimmy Max because anxiety, and I'm now using the Vasky Max, which is just a pump product. Here is the panel. I get some pretty excellent pumps from this, and my favorite is the cherry cola. So I have a serving of that about 20 minutes before I train, and then my intra workout is normal, so this has not changed. What I also do is just bring my shake and my post workout with me, and that just means I can kill some time, be a little bit more efficient, get my food in me, and then crack on with my day because I have an appointment later, which will mean that I don't look like this, and I actually run out of time to do my makeup pretty much most days, so that explains why I usually look like this. Off to the gym now. Yeah, we got deadlifts today, which I'm very excited about. Welcome back to another voiceover. Thought I'd do another one of these because people did seem to enjoy them. So as I said, this was my pull session. We have got a little bit of tricep work and delt work in there, but I started off my session with a cable straight arm pull down just to get some blood into the lats, and just really connect well before I came into my deficit trap bar stiff legs. The only reason I'm doing them on a deficit is because I have quite mobile hamstrings, so I'm getting as much out of this exercise as possible. So with this exercise I have 2 working sets of 10 to 12.
I did, I think, three or four warm-up sets, nothing crazy. Literally just feeling the weight, making sure I'm happy, making sure I can feel the contraction properly in my glutes and hamstrings. I then moved into my first set, which was 100 for 11. And then what I did was I did drop the weight quite a lot this week, because I think the last rep here, when I filmed it on my phone, I just saw my lower back grounding a little bit more than I'd like. So what I did on my second set was took the weight down to 80 and just really slowed the movement down. But I've been hip hinging as my main kind of compound for hamstrings and glutes for a solid pretty much 2 years now. I don't really do any direct glute isolation work. I really enjoy doing a hinge, and it works really well for me. These deadlifts do absolutely ruin me though. So this was, the second set. So I did drop the weight off quite a lot, just because I wasn't too happy with how my lower back looked here in the first set. But this is the strongest I've been on these. And no, I'm not the strongest person. There are so many people that are stronger than me, but I'm staying in my own lane. I'm keeping focused on what I'm doing, and just making sure I'm progressing within my kind of area. So then we moved on to a single arm plate loaded pull down, which is absolutely brilliant. And I had a set of 8 to 10, and then a set of 15 to 20. And I do actually start on my stronger arm, because what I've managed to do is actually close the gap in strength between the two sides. So now there isn't like a massive difference. So yeah, and obviously the goal is to match from side to side. And then my back off, which was the 15 to 20. Now the kind of limiting factor to my ability to perform well in the 15 to 20 is usually forearm pump, to be honest. It's a pretty long set. And my forearms do just tend to give up on me a little bit, but when these get hard, just making sure that you stay on the contraction. I think we then came into a semi-supinated pull down, so my hands are slightly facing upwards in terms of the angle. And again here we had an 8 to 10 and then a 15 to 20. And what I do on my second set, the higher rep set, is I do actually use the gym pin just to add a small increment to the stack, because some of the increments are just a little bit too big for me. Then what we did was a tricep push down. I've been kind of rotating through different tricep push downs, just because sometimes my elbow can get a little bit clicky, a little bit sore, but I've been doing this for about 4 weeks now, and it feels good so far. If it gets to the point where I'm in a lot of pain, then I will of course change it. And then what I did was I finished off with this death set of machine lateral raises, finishing with partials to failure, and that was 3 lots of that set, which was absolutely wicked.
So that is my pull session all done. I can't really be bothered to get my tripod my camera off my tripod, so I'm just gonna crouch. Good session. So the plan is now get a few steps in on the treadmill, and then I have like a tutorial from uni just to talk over an assignment with a lecturer, and then I am headed off to get my eyelashes done, which I'm really excited about, because like I said this morning, I never have time to do my makeup, and it's just going to save me some time. That was an excellent session. Progressed my deadlifts. Do feel a little bit fucked up, but I think we all secretly love that feeling, so no complaint. But I will catch you a little bit later after I get my post-workout meal. So all home, lashes done. Had to get a few bits from the shop. I'm just home now. The time is like 3:15. I'm just gonna get my third meal in, which should have been like my breakfast meal. So my eggs, turkey bacon, bread, strawberries meal. I've got to crack on with check-ins, obviously a little bit later than normal, because I usually do check-ins before I train, kind of first thing. And then I have some posing lessons to do. So that is all of the fun. I've got something else to do tonight. Can't tell you what it is, because I've completely forgotten I am working on something that will be out and with people very, very soon. I can't tell you what it is just yet, but I've got some computer work to do on that. But I'm gonna get my next meal in me because I'm hungry today. I haven't been hungry for quite a few weeks, so this is quite nice. So that is posing, clients all wrapped up, messages responded to, check-ins done, finished, prepping meals for tomorrow because I'm in uni. So I'm gonna pop the rest of that together and then jump to the gym that's next door to the flat, and then just finish off the rest of my steps. So it's about 6:45. Once I've done these steps, I've literally just got a few emails to get back to that I didn't have time to do earlier, and then I will be chilling the hell out. It's now Friday. This week has pretty much just disappeared. It's been a busy one with uni, and just generally just lots and lots of different things. But what I wanted to do, considering that I'm now in prep, is just talk a little bit about the start point of this prep compared with the last year. We are in such a better position in terms of body composition. I will pop some pictures up here and they're quite self-explanatory really. I'm pretty much starting prep at the same weight as I did last year, but the look is pretty different. Based off the feedback that I actually got, we have made some changes to my training. Nothing huge, but we mainly wanted to bring up my delts and my upper back a little bit, just because there are a few gaps there, especially in things like my rear delts. And in line with that, I am hitting my rear delts and my upper back just that little bit more than I was doing before. So this year, from those pictures, it definitely looks like I will be bringing a little bit more density to the upper back. And of course, I'm still having a big focus on my glutes and hamstrings. Train legs once a week, and then I also incorporate some hip hinging in my pull session, which is more of like a posterior session. My glutes and hamstrings have only really grown from doing hip hinging type work. I don't do any specific glute isolations. I have done in the past hip thrusts, hyperextensions, but for me, I get a massive kind of connection and a decent amount of growth from doing RDLs, stiff legs. I'm currently doing deficit trap bars, which you would have seen earlier in the video. So yeah, it's a very different start point. I have never had this much muscle, which is obviously the goal, like year on year, or whenever you do start a prep, you want to be bringing in an improved package, whatever those improvements may be. So it's pretty cool that we're back round to prepping again. It's been a short off season, but it's been really nice and productive. Weight has increased nicely. About 5 weeks ago now, we came into a bit of a maintenance phase. I sat at 130 pounds for about 3 or 4 weeks. So that was nice, just to establish that maintenance. And from here, we are, you know, obviously getting me into a deficit, slow and steady. I still have, it's going to be a long one, like 28 weeks until I'm on stage. But what that kind of time frame allows us to do is have some diet breaks, make sure I'm ready on time, because the last thing I want to do is have to rush the end of prep. Admittedly, last year with the start point, which was this, the start point wasn't brilliant. So we've already kind of made an improvement on that, which I'm very, very excited about. I will talk a little bit more about shows later on, because I don't want to be focused on the shows right now, because we've got such a long way to go and things can change. So there's not really much point in me kind of airing that, because things may change. But for now, cardio hasn't changed. We have just pulled food back a little bit. So this is about 6 days in. Yeah, 6 days into a decrease in food. I'm feeling good. Pumps in the gym, you know, they're not going to be worse at this point, considering I've had just a very small kind of change to my food. So that's all very exciting. But what I will do is keep the updates a little bit more frequent. However, I'm not going to be so focused on my physique changing, because for the first kind of 15 weeks, things aren't really going to change drastically, and I don't want to be like showing you my physique every week because the changes aren't going to be apparent, and for my own kind of sanity I don't want to be like comparing pictures all the time because I know that my physique isn't going to change wildly in this first part of prep. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. It has been a little bit put together. It's been a busy week as always, but if you are new to my channel and haven't really seen what I got up to last year, then have a look through and watch some of my show day vlogs, watch how different this face looks when it is a bit leaner. Don't forget to drop this video a like, and any kind of content that you would like to see specifically, just drop it in the comments and I will do my very best to incorporate some of your ideas. But like I said, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.